Peace, family. It's your brother Chase back at you again with another reactionary video. And check it out. Today we got another good breakdown. We're going to be breaking down the Afrobeat superstar Davido. In some comments he made a couple months back that I've been needing to address, I've been needing to go back to, because to me, a lot of Africans got in the diaspora got mad about what he said. But to me, this is a form of what allyship and looking out for foundational Black Americans is. All we ask is that you keep it a buck. That's all we ask. You dig? So we're going to break down this video, family. Make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, let's get into it.
Leave America and like try to, so for if people want to leave America and like try to find those.
Leave America and go where?
Back home.
Let's be honest. Go back where? It's not cool back home.
It's not.
My country now is in the economy now is in shambles. Like,
but if okay, so if people are leaving,
I do my part.
Yeah,
I'm an ambassador. So when I go home and I'm filming and showing, I'm not gonna show the bad parts. I ain't gonna show the all the bad parts.
You're not gonna try to slum. You're not gonna show the trenches.
No, I go to the trenches.
Yeah.
I film the trenches, but I'm talking about the situation in the country.
Yeah,
we Nigerians, you know what I'm saying? Like now the exchange rate is messed up. A lot of stuff not going well. You know what I'm saying? The economy is just not good anymore. The oil prices are too high. And imagine a country that produces oil. We produce the oil and we pay more money for oil than a country that's importing the oil. You know what I'm saying? So there's stuff like that. But regardless, entertainment is one of the things that's made Africa look good.
Yeah.
We do not have the best leaders. That's a fact.
Damn. And there it is, family. Shout out to Davido. Shout out to Davido for keeping it a buck. And see, that's all we ask, because a lot of foundational Black Americans, like the brothers in the video, I'm assuming they're FBA, talking about, you know, a lot of foundational Black Americans say that. And that was pushed on to us, man. We need to just drop everything and move to Africa. Oh, you better drop everything, move to Africa as soon as Papa America is falling. He said, man, nigga, move and go where? He cut him off. Davido was getting tired of hearing that. He's like, listen, man, this is where it's at. Okay? The country that you built as a foundational Black American is where it's at. Okay? It created Davido. It gave Davido the opportunity he has today, being known as the king of Afrobeats. Let's be clear, family. Okay? And some of us need that wake-up call, because what I don't like when Africans get over here and they get around foundational Black Americans and they start Wakandanizing Africa. They start shaming where we live in our homeland, and they start Wakandanizing their homeland and acting like we need to drop everything and move over there, knowing that many of their countries, as Davido said, is in shambles, knowing that the reason why they're over here and not over there is because the lack of efficiency, the lack of leadership, as he said, with the government and different things of that nature, the lack of opportunity. You dig? That's all we ask. If you're a true ally to foundational Black Americans, if you're a true rider for us, just keep it a buck. Okay? We're not asking you to crap on your country. Just keep it a buck with us. Okay? If you one of these brothers and sisters, you Jamaican, you Haitian, you Nigerian, you Ghana, and a foundational Black American is around you talking about, man, I'm thinking about dropping everything and going to your homeland. Keep it a buck with them. Because we all know it's a reason why you not over there and your parents ain't went back over there. Okay? See, don't have us walking into a scam. Don't have us walking into a trap, family. Understand the land that you built and the opportunities that you provided to other groups of people. Davido is a product of that opportunity. Let me show you what I mean. Let me get into his background a little bit. Let me get into his background, and this is a good breakdown because this happens a lot with the diaspora. I'm going to show you two different examples, but let me show you this first. This is Davido.
You're the king of Africa.
Now, this is on the Breakfast Club about 6 years ago. And let's break this down.
They call you the king of Afrobeats right now. Is that what they call you?
I mean, people do.
Now, where are you from?
I'm from Nigeria, mainly from Nigeria, but I was born in the States.
I love.
Did you peep that, family? He says he's from Nigeria, but he was born in the States. He was actually born in Atlanta. Okay? Peep this now. Follow with me.
Of Nigeria, man. I cannot wait to visit Nigeria, man. I want to so bad. I'm coming. I mean, it's not I want to. I'm definitely coming at some point.
Nigeria, West Side Nigeria, the western part of Nigeria, though. But I was born in Atlanta. I stayed a little bit over in Atlanta. I did like 1 year of college in Alabama, then I moved back.
Hold on, you used to live in Atlanta. So how you end up back in Africa?
They gave birth to me here. They took me back home when I was like 2, 3. I stayed over there till like.
So you was born here.
I was born in Atlanta.
Born in Atlanta. Got your birth certificate from here.
Yeah, got the passport.
Got the
all that.
passport.
Right. This is typical. And I wanted to point this out, family, because it shows you, unfortunately, the condition that some of these African countries are in. Davido's father, for those who don't know, if you look up his father is a billionaire. Now, a lot of them come over here playing that Prince of Zamunda game. Damn it, his pops really got money. So the fact that his father found the need to make sure that all of his children, Davido included, was born here and not in Nigeria, even though he had resources to make sure, I'm guessing to make sure that his life was pretty good if he was in Nigeria. You dig? He made sure, though, hey, all my kids, they're going to be in Atlanta. They're going to be born in Atlanta. They made sure to anchor him to America. Understand the value of the country that you built, foundational Black Americans. Don't let people shame you into wanting to drop what you have, drop your citizenship that they'll kill you for and go to another place. You dig? Because even their billionaires, even people who are wealthy and well off, are utilizing this strategy of having their kids over here to anchor them to the land. So he doesn't have any citizenship or passport issues. Okay. They make sure to latch them or anchor themselves to America. This is where the term anchor baby came from. They wanted to anchor themselves to the land. Okay. This is for the parents and also for the child. Okay. Because they know when push comes to shove, they want that American citizenship. The American citizenship we have. And that's why a lot of these tethers are very jealous of us as foundational Black Americans, because this is something we're born naturally with. We are foundational Black Americans. But let me continue.
All right, so now you're good. Come in.
And then I did back to Nigeria. I was in Nigeria for like 14 years. Mm-hmm. But then I was always coming for the summer. Mm-hmm. Every summer when I was on break from school, I'd come. So I always knew about the culture. And then then I went to school. I finished college when I finished high school when I was like 14, 15. And then my dad sent me to Alabama. So I stayed in Alabama for like
Atlanta.
a year.
You're around them FBAs. Ain't nothing but FBAs in Alabama. Ain't nothing but FBAs. There's a lot of FBAs here in Atlanta too, but you know, you got some people coming down from New York of different backgrounds and different things of that nature. But it's mostly FBA in Atlanta, but there ain't nothing but FBA in Alabama. You know, my folks from Mississippi, I went to school in Alabama as well. So I already know that. So he was around foundational Black Americans soaking up that good game. Okay. That's why, again, as far as I know, I haven't heard Davido say anything disrespectful about foundational Black Americans. Okay. And his music has a lot of FBA influence, and he's always collaborating with FBA artists. Okay. That's one thing he does do. You dig? And that's why he was looking out for them brothers in Atlanta. Like, hey, man, y'all talking about, listen, man, I'm going to keep it a buck with you. Y'all talking about moving and going to Africa, man. Go where? It's in shambles. He just kept it a buck. Because that's what a real ally does, family. That's what real riders do. Real riders are not going to let you walk into an ambush. Okay? If you tell me, hey, man, Chase, I'm thinking about moving to Atlanta, man. What you think about me moving? I saw a good house in this area. Hell no, don't move over there. See, because I'm looking out for you. Okay? I'm looking out for you. This is what we expect from true allies in the diaspora. Not lying and trying to Wakandanize it and act like your homeland is just diamonds is falling from the sky. And then we go over there and we get clipped, we get scammed, and we get ran through our pockets. Come on now.
Africa back to Alabama.
Yeah. And I was in Alabama for like a year.
So every state that started with
I was in the HBCU, all of that.
Right. They around all that. Now, this is the king of Afrobeats. He's at HBCUs. I wanted to show you, you know, how he got here. I also wanted to show you where some of his cultural influence comes from. See, when you're around them hardcore FBAs, that music influence, not saying he didn't get any influence from Africa as well, but we could see that R&B, that style that he has comes from a lot of foundational Black Americans. That's why when you see a lot of Afrobeats artists, family, a lot of times you don't even know most of these dudes is African because they damn dress like the Migos. You look at WizKid, Burna Boy, and Burna Boy is sitting over there kind of taking shots at foundational Black Americans on and off, but he be running around here wearing Timbs and and dressed like a damn New York rapper. You don't even know these dudes is African until they open their mouth, okay? But that's the cultural influence. I wanted to show you how people get around us, how people anchor themselves to us and our culture, and they become global superstars. That's the whole thing over here. But I also wanted to continue to show you this is not an isolated incident. So let me continue. Now, this is y'all boy Akon, and we already know I don't have to go through the history of Akon. We're talking about people who are not riders of FBA. Akon is always saying something slick about FBA, but I want you to listen. He kind of co-signs the same thing Davido said as far as his how he got here in the country.
Oh, St. Louis, that's
in
right.
St. Louis, but then I was raised in Senegal.
And raised in
Yeah,
Senegal.
I was
So
raised
what
in
age
Senegal.
were you there in Senegal?
I was in Senegal from birth. We was born in Senegal. I mean, in St. Louis, shipped to Senegal. Then
Okay, he was born in St. Louis, but then as soon as he was born, his parents shipped him to Senegal. Again, the anchor baby play. We call this the anchor baby play. Make sure you have the baby in America. Once the baby's born, you get citizenship. And also the anchor baby play allows parents to anchor themselves to the land. So they can say, well, my child is a U.S. citizen and I have to raise my child. You can't separate me from my child. So now I need an automatic green card. And when that child turns 18, or I believe it's 21, they can kind of naturally adopt their parents, or they can co-sign for their parents to become U.S. citizens. This is a big strategy people have. This is something that's never talked about. This is why Donald Trump, and I'm not a fan of Trump, not a fan of the Democrats either. You know, I say fuck both parties, the Democrats and the Republicans. But this is why Trump was saying that a lot of people are abusing naturalized citizenship. Understand, naturalized citizenship, the 14th Amendment, was put in place for foundational Black Americans. It was sisters like Sojourner Truth who were stumping for that. Okay, that naturalized citizenship that we made possible. And now Akon and his people, a lot of Caribbeans do this. They abuse it and then turn around and ask, what did we do for them? Okay, while they sit over here and benefit from the civil rights and the legislations and the amendments we fought for. Okay, so born in St. Louis, raised in Senegal. But let them continue.
when I was about 7 or 8, that's when my mom and pop brought us back to the States to go to school, and every summer we would go back to Senegal.
Wow.
So he wanted to, pretty much my dad just wanted to make sure we was all born in the U.S. You know, he's always
Want to make sure all of us were born in the U.S.
forward thinking since then.
Right.
He wanted you to have a U.S. passport.
Yeah, he wanted us to be U.S. citizens so we would never have immigration issues. So he was all.
Man, this stuff is deep, family. This stuff is a whole strategy. These people be strategizing any way they can. They'll get a woman pregnant just to bring her over to America. Okay? They'll act like they over here visiting. They'll get a little temporary visa, outstay that visa, get a woman pregnant, and then have an anchor baby. Let's be clear.
Always thinking about the future.
Damn, smart.
You know what I mean? So when I came here, it was just a matter of adopting. And I think a lot of my choices came from just wanting to be, accepted
right.
amongst the crowd. So that's how I got caught into, all the things that I got caught into, including cars. Because cars made me feel special.
Okay. So basically, Akon's gonna start, he's gonna start throwing the negativity on foundational Black Americans. So, he's talking about, I was trying to adopt, so I had to steal some cars to fit in with the Black Americans. No, you didn't, nigga. No, you didn't. Let me tell you something. Foundational Black Americans, we're one of the most diverse groups of people on the planet. Do we have gangsters in our society? Do we have brothers and sisters who run the streets? Absolutely. But we also have Rhodes Scholars. You dig? We also have inventors. We also have phenomenal athletes and entertainers. We have a wide range of people. We have what we call the nigga nerd. That's the super smart dude in the back of the class, super smart, know everything, don't even study. Y'all know what I'm talking about. We are a wide, diverse group of people, family. Wide, diverse group of people approach. So when people sit over here and act like in order to fit in, he had to start stealing cars. No. He didn't have to start stealing anything. That's the crowd he chose to hang with. You dig? They never talk about how the negativity in their homeland inspired them to be negative over here. Let's be clear. They don't put any negativity on their homeland, but everything over here was just so negative and it got them off to a bad start. But that's Akon. But like I was saying, going back to the first video, I wanted to show you how these folks use the anchor baby strategy to anchor themselves to the land. But shout out to the brother Davido, man. And that's why I was saying, don't come over here and sell us the wealth lie. Don't come over here and sell us the wealth lie. Just keep it a buck. When foundational Black Americans are talking about taking all their stuff and moving to Africa, keep it a buck, family. Don't do like Akon is in this video as well. This your boy Akon.
Of us taking, us out of this situation is Africa. Africa is the only way out. It's the golden and it's the holy grail for your freedom. Like, if Americans, African Americans specifically, don't see that investing in Africa changes everything for you, I mean, all the way down to generational wealth. Like, Africa's in a position where if African Americans take position now, you guys, every single African American in America would be a millionaire.
You see what I mean, family? This is what I have an issue with. This is, to me, a form of scamming. This is a snake oil salesman. You know damn well that ain't true, Akon. Because if Africa was just such great investment, if everybody over there be have a millionaire, y'all wouldn't be fleeing over here. You wouldn't be fleeing over here. Number two, I just went over my last video. A third of the population in Africa is living in what they call extreme poverty. Over 430 million people who are making equal to or less than $2.15 a day. Why ain't they millionaires? They're actually born and raised in Africa. Why ain't they millionaires, Akon? Why did your father that we just talked about in the last video, why is he making sure all of his babies are born in the United States, Akon? Why did he make sure your ass was born in St. Louis and not Senegal? You dig? Because he knew the opportunity that you would have over here was far, 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 far greater than the opportunity that you would have in Senegal. You dig? And let's be honest, the reason why you're a millionaire ain't because of Senegal. It's because of what you did over here in the foundational Black Americans who made you over here. You were around Young Jeezy and all them talking about I'm locked up. They won't let me out. You talking about our story. You talking about the mass incarceration that happens to foundational Black Americans and has been happening to foundational Black Americans. That's how you got your $1 million status. And salute to you. You went back and I think he's did some electricity type stuff. He lit up Senegal and he's adding lights. That's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. But keep it a buck with us. Don't sit over here and start playing this millionaire Wakanda dream, because you're going to have foundational Black Americans who hear that video, family, and they're going to sell everything trying to get over there. And then when they get over there and they realize, damn, it ain't really no opportunities over here unless you come over here with a bag already. And even then you can easily trick off that bag because folks be scamming left and right. The brother Michael Blackston, who was from Ghana, just talked about how he lost millions trying to build a school out there. So this is what they do to their own people, let alone a Negro who's a foundational Black American who ain't been to Africa in 400 or 500 years. You dig? They don't look at you as one of them. See, stop selling us the Wakanda dream and just keep it a buck like the brother Davido did. Nigga, no, you don't need to be talking about moving to Africa. Africa's in shambles. I couldn't even sell you that lie. You dig? But this is the Wakanda dream. But let them continue.
Without even thinking twice, because there's nothing that's not needed over there. So you guys come with the discipline, you come with the knowledge, you come with the resources, and then what you've created just for developing America. Nothing can happen really in America without us. Just think.
Boy, he tried to slip that in, didn't he? What you mean, us? Nigga, you Senegalese. You not an FBA. Foundational Black Americans built America. Foundational Black Americans are the culture of America, not just Black folks in general. Ain't us. It ain't no us. Ain't no Senegalese fingerprints all over America. Let's be clear. Foundational Black Americans are the culture. Ain't no us. You dig? It ain't no us. You're not included in that. Let's be clear. And see, y'all sit over here and y'all start talking about us coming back, but you won't even show respect for what we built here unless you can latch yourself on to that. That's a form of disrespect, family. Even when these folks are doing what they think is showing us respect, they're showing us disrespect because they always have to latch and crowbar their way into our achievements, cultures, customs, and traditions and values. Okay, he went from y'all to us real quick. It was us who built it. Okay, if it was us, then go build Senegal since you were part of building America. But obviously you can't do that because you didn't build America. Come on now.
Think about everything that creates so much revenue for America, from sports to entertainment,
Foundational
to
Black
fashion,
America. Foundational
to
Black
medicine.
America.
I mean, you name it. We're leading in every single sector. Like
when you got money in Africa,
FBAs are leading in every sector, family. Understand that. Now, this is Rotimi again. This is the scam Africanism. I hate to call it that, but this is the scam Africanism. This is the y'all need to go to Africa. Okay, this is pushing the Africa lie. Okay, and this is what I don't like.
Africa, it don't matter what country.
Sector. Like
When you got money in Africa, it don't matter what country, you live in 10 times better than most rich people here. There's wealthy there and there's rich here. There's a big difference.
And again, family, see my last video. We talked about, the poverty in Africa. And like I said, the interesting thing is this. Those African wealthy billionaires like Davido's father, they're making sure their kids are born in America. So obviously there's a disconnect. Even the people who are wealthy in Africa, they're sending their children to Western schools. Okay, they really in London half of the year. You dig? They got locations all over. They might be in Nigeria for a little while, but they're all over, family. Let's be clear. And if you ever seen Davido, I've seen a couple of videos of him moving in Nigeria. This man be damn moving with the damn army. This man be having the army with him. So let's be clear. That wealth ain't the same. Obviously, according to y'all actions, because all of y'all as well, all of them play the Prince of Zamunda game, like I said before. All of them act like they come from so much money, but they always end up over here. They're never in their homeland, that they have so much money and thousands of acres of land and cattle for days. Okay, they're never over there. They're always over here. So obviously the wealth is different over here than it is in Africa. And it ain't 10 times greater in Africa than it is over here. But let them continue.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So for me, experiencing that and seeing that, and then just the style, the swag, everything has been stolen from there.
Come on, talk your
know
shit.
I'm not even going to address that. We all know nobody has stolen no fashion, no damn style, no swag from Africans, family. Africans know that. Africans know that because they don't be dressed in their style and swag when they get over here. They don't be in no damn dashikis. They be wearing J's and Nike tech suits with us. Okay, let's be clear. They ain't in no you don't even know they ass African until you go to their damn parents' house and their mama is whipping off some jello rice and you like some jollof rice and you like, damn, I didn't know you was Nigerian. Oh yeah, I'm Nigerian. And boy, they be dressed in and cosplaying like us all the time. Stop it. We know who the fashion and the swag comes from. We know that. You don't have to lie about that. But again, that's more of that lying.
Saying so, I think everybody just needs to know that they need to go home, and even just the air, like the air is crisp. You can breathe. Like when you breathe in America, bro, it's like you breathing in problems, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God,
and
listen.
like yes, anxiety. When you leave, oh man, Africa, bro, all that anxiety is out, bro. All of that.
And by the way, this nigga was born in New Jersey. All that anxiety air. This nigga's born in New Jersey. Okay, this nigga's living over here in America. Okay, he's in Power. His claim to fame is playing Dre in Power, a street nigga from Queens. but all the air, the air in Africa. This is just so great. Well, where you gonna go get some of that Africa permanent? Where you gonna go get some of that air from Africa permanently, huh? Never. Now, this is also Rotimi. Okay, this is a few months later. This is Rotimi.
We gon' rise up. ATL, that's my time. If you know the colors, then say it loud. Red, black, and white, yeah. We gon' rise up. ATL, that city. We gon' rise up.
Oh, now ATL, his city. All the African air. Oh, boy, as soon as you give these damn immigrants a couple of dollars, ATL, my city. And boy, the Falcons ain't won nothing since they did that. They let him do the anthem. This man ain't even from Atlanta. One born in Atlanta, don't live in Atlanta, I believe. Now this man is doing the Falcons anthem. Boy, I tell you, but that is prototypical of some of these folks. They sit over here and Wakandanize Africa, but every time you look up, they're trying to claim a American city as well. They're over here. They're all in our mix. You dig? But every 5 seconds, they're trying to act like Africa's so much better. Okay, now ATL's his city. But, man, that's all I wanted to show y'all today, man, family. I hope you enjoyed the video. Listen, check this out. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe. Thank you for the love and support. I see the family, y'all been getting the 99-cent version of The 19 White Men Who Admitted There Were Indigenous Black People in America. That book is flying off the shelves right now. If you already got it, and if you haven't got it, go get it. But if you already got it, make sure you go on Amazon and you leave a review on the book. That's going to help to spread the message. It's your brother Chase. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Tell me what you think down below about what Davido talks about. If you've seen him disrespect FBAs, let me know too, because we need to know that. We might need to break that down, okay? Because that would change my opinion. But as far as I know, he seems like a pretty thorough rider from the diaspora, which comes far few in between in today's time. So it's your brother Chase. And until next time, peace and Black power. And always remember, foundational Black Americans, we are a phenomenal people. And don't you forget that. Peace.